In this project, we explore the wicked challenge of unconscious gender bias in the workplace. Our team member is Shang Qiuke, Guo Guoxie, Wu Tingyu, and Qiu Zeqing. We have 5 parts to talk. It is our team member and responsibilities. Qiuke shall contribute to research concept development via mockup and double diamond framework, feedback collection, and PDF layout. Guo Guoxie focus on weak problem construction, final report writing, project objective research, and designing and editing the gameplay video for the equity mirror. Tingyu will illustrate unconscious gender bias through a storyboard and visualize user experience from the video. Searching to analyze this unconscious gender bias emphasis the lack of a single root cause and design a participant feedback questionnaire.
So even people who support gender equality can unintentionally reinforce male privilege, a phenomenon called gender equalism. As a result, women are often undervalued for job and promotion due to persistent about leadership and family roles.
For the second part, unconscious bias continues to affect hiring, promotion, salary, and workplace inclusion. Women are often judged more on personality traits than on skills, receive lower starting salaries, and are excluded from leadership opportunities despite efforts to promote diversity.
It is hard to tackle due to cultural norms, implicit beliefs, and hidden practices. Unconscious gender bias is tough to eliminate because cultural norms often portray men as leaders and women as caregivers, influencing perceptions of competence. This bias persists in high-pressure roles.
Through the multidimensional analysis, we see that bias operates at social, psychological, and systemic levels. Cultural norms, unconscious stereotypes, unequal access to opportunities all reinforce inequality, making this a complex and persistent problem.
Unconscious gender bias in the workplace is a wicked problem because it doesn't have a single root causes. It is shaped by multiple factors such as language, culture, family, education, which make it impossible to solve through one straight solution, even common approach. Understand this will help us design a solution that goes beyond surface level fix and aims to tackle the emotional and systematical roots of the problem.
Unconscious gender bias in the workplace is a wicked problem because this issue is highly value-laden. Leadership standards and notions of success are often based on male-centric models. While performers' evaluations appear fair, they often mask deep structural injustice. Societal expectations often differed. Being a good father and a good mother are judged by different standards, and successful women face double standards in behavior perception. The ideal employee is typically imagined as someone without caregiving burdens, favoring a male life trajectory. Secondary cultural influences deeply entrench these biases. In China, Confucian traditions emphasize hierarchy, obedience, and women's value within the family. Even today, women face career obstacles such as forced workforce exists after marriage or childbirth. In Western cultures, despite formal gender equality laws, the glass ceiling persists due to implicit bias.
In this project, my research focuses on explaining why traditional interventions like training or policies are often ineffective when dealing with unconscious gender bias. Many companies have diversity programs, but these are just mandatory, templated, and lack emotional connection. Because of this, employees often feel forced, leading to defensive reactions instead of real reflection.
To address this, we designed 6 key VR scenarios, such as biased interviews, being interrupted in meetings, and receiving unequal feedback in performance reviews. Users embody a female employee's experience firsthand, followed by an interactive reflection space to process what they feel.
Turning to our concept sketches, we identify 6 key moments where women encounter bias: marriage-related interview questions, promotion bias favoring men, societal pressure around marriage, pregnancy discrimination, ignore feedback in meetings, and a final space for hope and reflection.
Our process follows the double diamond framework. We discovered user needs through research and co-design, define the challenge of making bias visible, develop prototypes and narrative scripts based on real experience, and deliver a full VR experience that integrates emotional learning and reflection.
The equity mirror is a VR experience that puts users into the role of female applicants. Primary users are male employees, managers, and decision makers. The system creates an immersive bias experience through voice, expressions, and interactions, followed by a guided reflection space to explore the roots of bias and ways to change.
In response, we developed the Equal Mirror, a VR immersive experience allowing users, especially men, to embody the perspective of female employees. Through encountering bias interviews, unfair project allocations, performance bias, and emotional feedback, users experience these subtle biases firsthand, fostering greater awareness and empathy.
I created a collage that illustrates some of our design ideas for the equity mirror. In the collage, you can see a male user wearing a VR headset, experiencing what it feels like for a woman to face personal questions during a job interview, questions that have nothing to do with her personal skills or abilities. We also made a simulation video to show how the equity mirror would work. In the video, the user faced situations like bias during promotion discussions, questions about marriage, social pressure about motherhood, and discrimination during pregnancy. At the end, the user reached a reflection space where they can think about what they usually experience. You can watch the full video through the link we provide. Now, let's take a look at the portion of the video.
Finally, our feedback highlighted both positive impacts and challenges. Users found the experience realistic and empathy-building, but there's a risk of short-term impact unless organizations commit to deeper change.
So from our feedback, 92% of participants said their empathy increased, and 89% found the scenarios very realistic. However, we also saw challenge. If there is no follow-up, the impact may fade, and some people might feel the experience is too general. Overall, the Eco Mirror has great potential to raise awareness, but real change needs long-term effort.
It is our reference list and reference list with image. And thank you.